It's early morning here in Southern Virginia, 5:15 a.m., and the birds are chirping very loudly. They're actually talking to each other. One on that pole, one on that light pole. As the sun rises in the west on another beautiful day here in Virginia. I'm trying some new lighting modes here for the thumbnail. You can see it is very, very dark still. Didn't sleep that well last night, kind of on and off. Aches and pains, typical allergy season for me. Looks like I'm going to need to get another haircut soon. I am going to actually make myself some breakfast. It's getting on 5:30. Fasted again last night. So I didn't eat since about noon. So let's see, what does that make it? 12, 13. About 17 and a half hours. My weight is down to 197, which is awesome. Don't think I can get it down any more than that, but we'll have to see. Not actively trying to lose more weight, but if it comes off automatically, all the better. And if I put a few more pounds on here or there, that's okay. Trying to stick right around 200 pounds. This is our usual routine. I get up, make a cup of coffee, and now we have to feed the kitty cats. They get these 9 Lives tender morsels, which they absolutely love. Don't you guys? Huh, Mr. Baxter? Shine some light on the situation. This what you want? That it? No? No, you want the other food? You want 9 Lives or Friskies? Friskies or 9 Lives, Baxt? Show everybody what you want. Alright, no more teasing the cat. Time for their breakfast. Let's go ahead and do a morning weigh-in. As I stated, I was 197 yesterday. Let's see if I gained or lost. Got 198.0. So I'm actually up maybe 6 or 7 ounces, but I do have socks. I have shorts on, and I do have a very heavy t-shirt. So that in and of itself weighs about a pound. So probably sitting at 197 if I was willing to take off all my clothes and do it, which I'm not right now. So I'm going to say 197. Oh, Baxter's actually eating. It's so funny. These cats have a routine. I'll feed them. They'll go in. They'll sniff the food bowl, decide they probably want something else, walk away, and then a couple of minutes later, they'll come back and start eating the food. There you go, guys. Enjoy. I'm about ready to devour my typical morning breakfast. For those of you that are interested, steel-cut oatmeal with some maple syrup and honey. We have fresh strawberries, mangoes, blueberry, which is right there, and some blackberries, although they tend to break up in this when you cook them. Oh, there's a whole one right there. But very nutritious, very, very delicious breakfast. This is how I start my day. I get my metabolism going. I pre-cook it the night before, and then I heat it up in the microwave for about 8 or 9 minutes. You can see it's really steaming right now. Got to wait about 5 more minutes before I can start eating it. And it'll actually take me about an hour to eat all this. And yes, I do actually eat all this. This is what gives me the energy to go on my 10-mile bike rides and do all my aerobic exercises. So you've wondered? Now you know. This is my typical morning breakfast. All right, everybody. It is 7:23. We'll say almost 7:30. And I'm out on my bike. Such a beautiful day. I had to go ahead and ride. guys can kind of see her right there. It's the BCA 29-inch bike, the one I absolutely love to ride. I wanted to comment on something that a lot of you have been asking me, and that is, are churches back open again? Well, yes and no. As you see behind me, this is one of our local Baptist churches, not one that I particularly go to. But right now, it's about 7:30. Normally, this church would be having their services right about now, but as you can see, the parking lot is empty. Now, the latest is, at least in Virginia, almost everything is open with the proper social distancing, 6 feet apart, wearing masks in most places. However, places of worship, so churches, mosques, synagogues, are unfortunately not open yet. And the reasoning behind that is there was an incident in, I believe, Northern Virginia, Fairfax County, where a parishioner died because of this current situation. A younger, I don't know if it was like an altar boy or a younger person in the youth, actually infected the parishioner, and he had actually passed away. So as it sits right now, this is May 24th, they're going to try and open churches, synagogues, mosques back up again around the 12th of June. Now, that being said, there are some options. This morning, our church is actually holding another drive-in service. Those are okay because, in and of effect, you stay in your car and you really don't go anywhere. But I just want to give everybody an update about that. Virginia, places of worship are still closed for the time being. I need to run some errands. It is such a beautiful day. I apologize for the wind noise. I'm sure you're hearing it. I'm just filming today with my cell phone camera. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the vlog, see what the rest of the day brings. Before I do that, though, I will show you that I am being safe. I have my helmet on. I have my sunglasses. I'm wearing a backpack. And yes, I do have, if you look down here, safety lights. I got the rear one right there, and I also have the same one in the front. So I'll talk to everybody probably when I get back home. One more stop before I get home. I need to go into my local Food Lion. Shout out to all the frontline workers, all the service people that are doing their job. They are the heroes during this crisis. I need to go ahead and pick up, let's be honest, something that's not so healthy for me, but it's something that has been getting me through these difficult times, and I'll go ahead and show it to you if they have it in stock. It is a baked good, something you can only purchase here at Food Lion, and it is absolutely delicious. And let's face it, eating healthy is good and all. Getting exercise with one of those is good, but we need to treat ourselves every once in a while. So without further ado, if I find it, that's the next thing your guys are going to see. Okay, so I just left Food Lion, and I knew I needed to show this because I know somebody in the comments is going to say, "Man, you went in there without your mask?" Nope, no I didn't. Even though I do not believe in these masks, I don't think they do a bit of good, I still put them on because it makes other people feel comfortable. Wow. I don't know what that is. Piece of fuzz or something. Okay, they had it, so I'm going to turn you guys around and show you what I eat as a treat once a day. All right, so first thing I got, not as a treat, they had this on special. This is a fresh pork picnic. I use this to make pork barbecue. Normal price $17.15, so $1.99 a pound. Half price, folks, 99 cents an MVP price. So this whole thing was $8.53, and this is a little over 8.5 pounds. So let me put this to the side. And these are to die for, folks. If I can get them out of here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. There you go. These are made in-house. They are chocolate chip cookies sandwiched. In between of them is frosting. Now, this is not the super heavy frosting. This is something very similar to like a whipped cream-based frosting. But these things are so good. And yes, you can read there, these are definitely not healthy by any stretch of the imagination, but they are delicious. And you can see fresh baked in the store. So have my backpack, and the reason I have my backpack is I took the bike that does not have the saddlebags. I'd like to find some for this, but unfortunately the ones I had put on here didn't work out because there were no mounting points on the bottom near the forks here. So I'm going to clean up my mess, head home. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. I'll talk to everybody. That's right, on the flip side. All right, everybody, back home, indulging in one of these cookies. They are very, very messy. But I must say, very delicious too. Let me show you guys what Milo's doing. I came home, realized it was so beautiful I had to air my room out. So I opened the window over here, the big one right there, and the one here in the corner. And if you look really, really close, you can see a cat there. Milo has been talking to the birds for the past few minutes. Very, very typical, though I've heard Baxter do it a lot more than Milo. Got a little cowlick going on. I told you guys last time I need to get a haircut, so I'm going to finish my cookie here. I'm going to get ready for church in about an hour. Well, actually in about 2 hours, because this church service has been pushed back to 11 instead of 10:30. Give them a little more time to work on the PA system, or I should say the transmitter, because the way it's working, if you guys and gals out there watched my last live stream, you actually have to tune to channel 94.9, I believe it is, on the FM band, and that's how you actually hear the pastor, you hear the sermon. Really, really cool. I'll be honest with you guys, you know, I'm kind of a hermit myself, so I actually kind of enjoy these drive-in services. Can relax, listen to the message. The only thing I will tell you, if you go to them, you want to get there early because it fills up quickly. And if you are in a car and you're far back in the row, you can't hardly see anything. So if you're in an SUV, like last time we brought the Yukon, that was perfectly fine, even though we got there early and we got into the second row. But just be forewarned, make sure you get there early if you're riding low in just like a regular sedan. All right, everybody, let me go finish this up, and I'll talk to you guys and gals on the flip side. You making biscuits, Baxter? What are you doing, kitty? Trying to get some work done this morning, and he keeps headbutting my butt. I'll be right over here on the table, and I'll bend down. All of a sudden, this is what I'll feel. You are a cutie, you know you are. Baxter. Oh, and here comes the other one. They're loving it, having the windows open here. Something that I don't usually do this time of year because it's generally just too hot. But it's really cool this morning. 65 degrees. Humid, but cool. Good boy, Mr. Baxter. I have been steadily working on those computers. You can see in the corner here, I have, what is that, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 systems ready. These are all Core i5 2400s. These are the 390s, and that is one of the 790s. Now, the 390s are interesting because they don't like to natively take solid-state hard drives without the latest BIOS revision, which I believe is A14 for those. So what I've actually had to do on some of these is install Windows on the conventional hard drive, update the BIOS, and then reinstall Windows on the SSD. I know there are ways to update the BIOS in there without having to install Windows, but I found that just to be a lot easier. Other than that, these computers have actually been working out very, very well. You having fun, Milo? You having fun up in that window, buddy? Sit pretty. Sit pretty, baby. You are a good cat, aren't you? Very happy to be sniffing out the window. All right, everybody, 1 o'clock, and I have a little bit of a rant to do. I'm sorry, I have to do it. You guys have probably heard this before, but I am so tired of people that say they're coming, message me the night before, message me, in this case, the day before yesterday, saying, oh, yeah, I really need this computer. I'm sorry it took so long. Let me come. I'm going to come tomorrow morning. Absolutely, no problem. And then never show up. I do have to say, though, I was able to flip one computer today. However, it wasn't the person that was supposed to come. And, I get it. Things come up. Life happens. Situations occur to where you may not be able to come through with the deal. But you know what? The least you can do, be man enough to message me and say, hey, look, I'm sorry, my car broke down, or, my sink stopped up, I had to call a plumber. Lie to me if you want to. I prefer that than just ignoring me. And I actually messaged this person earlier too, because we had been talking for days and they said they really needed a computer. And I'm like, well, I only have one of these left. Let me make sure that I have it, hold it for you for tomorrow, the next day. So I basically did that, and they never showed up. So just a little quick business tip to all of you out there. Don't feel that you owe anybody anything. I know that sounds harsh, and you still can do kind things. You still can help people out sometimes, but you do not owe anybody anything. If they have not purchased from you, if they're not a client of yours, and especially if they're stringing you along, sell it to the next person. The person that comes with the money is the person that is going to buy. Remember that. All right, everybody, I'm ending the vlog here for today. I'll probably edit this up later on and either upload it tonight or early tomorrow morning. Hope everybody's doing well, staying safe, socially distancing, wearing your masks in places that are requiring it. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.